Hello everyone, welcome to Apti Plus Academy for Civil Services, and I welcome you all to the learning series via News in Focus. And today's topic of discussion is Global Slavery Index. So this is there in the news, and specifically talking about relevance from the examination point of view. It is important both for prelims and mains examination. In prelims, we'll get a direct question with the index, and in mains, you can use some of the important findings of this index as an example or here and there that is fitting in General Studies paper 2 and GS paper 3. So without any further ado, let's get started. So just to give you the background and introduction, the fifth editions of Global Slavery Index 2023 was released, and the finding says that 50 million people are living in the condition of modern slavery. What is modern slavery? There is a specific definitions to it. I'll give you in a while what is the definition. And the important finding, which is astonishing also, that 25% rise over the last 5 years. This is what the fifth Global Slavery Index has to say. This is released by Walk Free Foundation. There are other entities and organizations involved in it that I'll tell you in a while. Now, among this 50 million people that is there in the modern slavery, 28 million suffer from forced labor and 22 million suffer from forced marriage. And of this 50 million, 12 million are children. So this is something very important and concerning, that a good number of children are engaged in a part of the modern slavery. Now, to be sure, the phrase modern slavery has been specific definition that I'll tell you. What is the definition of modern slavery? So how we define modern slavery? So according to the index which was released, it says that the modern slavery refers to a situations of exploitation that the person cannot refuse or leave because of a threat, violence, coercion, dissipation, and even the abuse of power. So the individual is under an obligation. I mean, he's supposed to that. There's no option left with him. This conditions pertains to modern slavery. Now, modern slavery is an umbrella term that includes the whole variety of abuses such as forced labor, forced marriages, debt bondage, sexual exploitations, human trafficking, and sell and exploitation of children. So it's a gamut of umbrella, I mean the part of the definition which include various part of the crisis that is emerging with the child. Now, Sustainable Development Goal of SDG, that is by the United Nations, aims to resolve the modern slavery. So which particular SDG is there? So SDG goal 8.7 or 8 call for end of modern slavery and trafficking of the child labor. So this is directly relevant for prelims examination, and even if you're writing in mains, you can highlight with this specific point. And this is something important when you're writing an SDG goal, you have to mention the target now. Now, I'll make you understand what is a forced labor, what is human trafficking, and how the slavery and other practices, and this together amalgate the part of modern slavery. For forced labor, basically the forced labor include the sexual exploitations, domestic servitude, and worst form of child labor. So this is categorized under forced labor. When it comes to human trafficking, it can be domestic or international, and slavery right practices include forced marriage, debt bondage, and child soldiers. So there's in between everything, this is called modern slavery. So it has an amalgamation of all three, the forced labor, human trafficking, and slavery like practices. Now, about the Global Slavery Index. Now from here, you'll get a direct question, which is the organization part. So the index is constructed by Walk Free, a human rights organization that is something which get data provided by the Global Estimate on Modern Slavery. And after receiving the data, the organization that is involved in producing is ILO, that is International Labour Organization. Walk Free, it actually releases it. This is a foundation, Human Rights Foundation. And the other UN agency is International Organization of Migration, that is IOM. So this is pretty relevant for prelims examination. There can be a direct question also. Now, country-wise finding. So there are three set of finding which is there. The worst offender are like country like North Korea, Mauritania, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, and Kazakhstan. The lowest prevalence is there in South Switzerland, Norway, Germany, Netherlands, and Sweden. And the maximum number of people reported in modern slavery include the country like China, India, North Korea, Pakistan, and Russia and Indonesia, right? So just to give you a complete set with the data, you can, for revision purposes, you can check out here. The country with the maximum number and the most prevalent modern slavery is there in North Korea. This is rank 1. And these are the other ranking for the countries. And if you see the least, it goes for Switzerland, Norway, Germany, and Netherlands. So sometimes the factual question, the nature of the examination is changing. So you need to know some of the factual information also that will be relevant for the examination purposes. So this was all about for the modern slavery topic, or if I say the index, which is there, Global Slavery Index. This might be relevant for examination purposes. If you like this content, do not forget to subscribe Apti Plus Academy for Civil Service on YouTube. Do give a like button to this video. We'll meet in the next session with some of the more important informations. For time being, I'm signing off. Thank you so much for watching this video.